Hello, and welcome to Jack of All Things. In this video, we are looking at the top 10 unsolved mysteries of all time. From unexplained disappearances to baffling murders, these cases continue to haunt and puzzle us to this day. Join us as we delve into the world of the unknown and explore some of the most intriguing and mysterious cases in history. Number 10. The Roanoke Colony. Our first mystery takes us back to the 16th century and the lost colony of Roanoke. In 1587, 117 colonists arrived on the shores of what is now North Carolina. Though that was not their original destination, they decided to make do and settle there. But within 5 years, they had all vanished without a trace. Some say the colonists were killed by Native Americans or hostile Spaniards. Some say they died due to disease or famine, and some speculated they were wiped off by a deadly storm. No bodies have been found in the area, and archaeologists have not found much to help solve the disappearance. The only clue left behind was the word Croatoan carved into a tree. To this day, the fate of the Roanoke colonists remains a mystery. At number 9 we have the Black Dahlia murder. In 1947, the body of 22-year-old aspiring actress Elizabeth Short was found in a vacant lot in Los Angeles by a woman walking her child near Limerick Park. The woman thought she was looking at a mannequin. When she realized what was in front of her, she quickly grabbed her daughter and ran to the nearest phone to call the police. Her body had been brutally mutilated and severed in two at the waist, and on her face is what people today would call the Joker smile. This led to one of the most famous unsolved murder cases in history. Despite numerous suspects and people claiming to have committed the murder, the police could not find any strong evidence. There are a plethora of theories about the killer of the Black Dahlia. Some people believed that the same person that committed the Cleveland torso murders also killed Elizabeth Short, and some believe that the murder was linked to the lipstick murders. The media's interference in the murder case did not help with the investigations. Till this day, the Black Dahlia murder is still unsolved. Next on our list at number 8 is the Princes in the Tower. In 1483, two young princes, Edward V and his younger brother Richard, were imprisoned in the Tower of London by their uncle, Richard III. They were never seen again, and their fate remains a mystery to this day. Some believe they were murdered by their uncle, while others speculate they were smuggled out of the tower and lived out their lives in secret. Another theory is that the boys were killed by the Lady Margaret so she could ensure her son, the heir of Lancaster, would get his place on the throne. Now that's some Game of Thrones plot. The story of the princes in the tower remains unsolved, and the whereabouts of the princes remains unknown. At number 7 we have the Somerton Man. In 1948, the body of a well-dressed man was found slumped at Somerton Beach in Adelaide, Australia. He had no identification, and all the labels on his clothing had been removed. A small piece of paper with the words Tamam Shud, meaning ended or finished, in Persian, was found in a hidden pocket along with bus and train tickets, chewing gum, some matches, combs, and a pack of cigarettes. Many speculated that he swallowed some untraceable poison, and others say he was a time traveler that can't find his way back to his time. His fingerprints were sent around the world, but no one could identify him. To this day, the identity of the Somerton Man remains unknown. Coming in at number 6 is the Hinterkaifeck murders. In 1922, 6 members of the Gruber family and their maid were brutally murdered on their farm in Bavaria, and a neighbor who noticed something strange about the family next door. Despite numerous suspects and investigations, the killer was never found. The case remains unsolved to this day, and the farm has since become a tourist attraction for those interested in the macabre. At number 5 is the Bermuda Triangle. I know you probably heard of this one before. The Bermuda Triangle, also sometimes called the Devil's Triangle, is a mystical section of the Atlantic Ocean roughly bounded by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico. For decades, the Bermuda Triangle has been a subject of fascination and fear, with numerous ships and planes mysteriously disappearing without a trace in the area. While some theories point to natural causes such as severe weather and human error, others suggest more supernatural explanation. Despite the many theories flying around about this mysterious triangle, there has been no concrete evidence to support any of them, which leave the triangle a mystery for decades to come. Number 4. The Voynich Manuscript. The Voynich Manuscript is a book filled with bizarre illustrations and strange writing that has baffled cryptographers for centuries. The manuscript dates back to the 15th century, and despite numerous attempts to decode its contents, the meaning of its strange symbols and language remains a mystery to this day. The book has no title and no author. Some believe the book may contain information about alchemy or ancient medicine, while others speculate that it is simply a hoax. Number 3. The Sodder Children. On Christmas Eve in 1945, the Sodder family's house in West Virginia caught fire. While the parents and 4 of the children escaped, 5 others were never found and were presumed dead. However, strange sightings and leads over the years have led some to believe that the children may have actually survived the fire and were kidnapped. Some people accused the Sicilian mafia of the fire and disappearance of the missing children as retaliation for their father, George Sodder's, statement against fascist Italy. The family put up a billboard at the site with pictures of the missing children, offering a reward for information that would bring the family closure. Despite all the effort of the family, with the help of the state and federal police to further investigate the case, no new information was acquired, which leave the case unsolved to this day. Coming in at number 2 is the Max Headroom incident. The Max Headroom signal hijacking occurred on the night of November 22. In 1987, a hacker interrupted a television broadcast in Chicago and hijacked the signal. The individual, wearing a Max Headroom mask, proceeded to deliver bizarre and nonsensical messages before the broadcast was cut off. Despite numerous investigations, the identity of the Max Headroom hacker remains a mystery to this day. In recent years, some users online have popped up claiming that they were or know who was responsible for the hack, but the actual identity of the Max Headroom hacker remains a mystery to this day. Number 1. Jack the Ripper. And finally, our top unsolved mystery of all time, the identity of Jack the Ripper. In the late 19th century, a series of brutal murders occurred in London's Whitechapel district. The killer, who was never caught, became known as Jack the Ripper and has become a legend in the annals of true crime. Despite numerous investigations and theories, the identity of Jack the Ripper remains a mystery to this day. And that concludes our list of the top 10 unsolved mysteries of all time. These cases continue to fascinate and intrigue us, and perhaps one day we will finally uncover the truth behind these enigmatic puzzles. Until then, we can only speculate and wonder about the mysteries that still elude us. Thanks for watching, and make sure to subscribe to get notified about the next video.